Hey guys, welcome to my channel where if you know, you can grow. So let's erase our doubt and let's pay attention because with Sean, it's always something to learn. Alright guys, so if you don't know, this is my Philodendron Goddess or Green Goddess. So I hate that this plant has gone to looking like this because before I messed with it, it was beautiful. It was growing out of its pot though, so I needed to do a repot. And when I decided to do a repot, I decided to switch some things up. I put it into a pot, and I didn't feel like it was doing a good job in there. I felt like it was thriving better on its own. So I took it back out, and this used to be kind of almost like two plants because I just had one that just climbed straight up. Then I had the other one that was just kind of everywhere. So I just put them all in here. Long story short, I'm just so disappointed that I forgot to water the plant because I got used to it being in a container that I forgot about it. I believe that's what I'm going to go with. And it started looking like this. I have been actively watering it and taking better care of it. Just wanted to show you all like what can happen if you forget to water your plants after you do a repot. And like repot, everything was great, amazing. I have new shoots that are coming out right now. The top part right here is doing great, new shoots coming out. So the repot itself went fine, as in the plant wasn't disrupted like that. I just didn't give it no water. And when you do this, it sets the plant back because I've just messed with a plant that was thriving to now, you know, it's in shock. So the key though to this and going back is just because you forget to water your plant, especially with philodendrons, don't overwater it to overcompensate it because you will lose a plant faster than that. So it sucks that we got to this point where it's dehydrated, but overwatering it is only going to kill it. So again, don't do that. Just water it as norm. Again, still make sure that top part is dried out before you decide to water it again. Just don't let it go that long again. Just be mindful of it. It will bounce back. I am going to go ahead and take some of these yellow leaves off that I have. I need to see if I can find another trimmer though, because the other trimmers that I had went to the Philodendron sub, and I have not cleaned those. None of that stuff. I just left it over there in that room. You know, that room is slowly becoming my, I don't know the right word to say, but when my plants aren't doing too great, throw them over there, care for them over there, then bring them back. Anyway, let's see. All right, and I was able to find some trimmers. I knew I had some laying around. I buy extra, but you know how it is sometimes. You buy stuff and it just goes places. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is just go around and take the leaves that are completely yellow off or turning yellow. For the plants the leaves that just look droopy and frail, I'm keeping those because it's just dehydrated, and I'm hoping that enough water will get those back looking fresh again and never do this plant like this again. Yeah, all the way down here we have new growth coming, so that's good. That sucks that I did this because this plant is one of my absolute favorites. Any plant that has light green hues or whatever, it doesn't matter. Usually is an eye catcher for me. I love a bright plant and a bright, easy, careful plant. A plant like this just seems very happy, just, you know, living life, enjoying, and it's just a good little reflection just to see sometimes when it's looking good. And I need to extend this pole right here, but if I'm not going to keep up with the moss watering, there really is no need to. But it does need to feel some type of confidence to climb. I have to encourage it. So all right guys, and this isn't nothing permanent, it's just something for right now. I know I don't have the time to make another moss pole, but I still want it to feel like it's supported. Give it that confidence so it can keep on boosting up. So just went over there to get a little bit of zip tie. And I am going to get a moss pole built for him ASAP. So that way we can really get it. Please let me up just right. I guessed that, guys. All right, again, I know this isn't stable, but we just want the plant to feel like it's something to climb on and it has something there. And we're going to just keep pushing from there. You see a little bit of condensation still in the soil, which is letting me know it's a little bit of moisture still in there. It's not dried all the way out for me to still see that. But you can see right here, while I like clear pots, you can see where this is dry and where this is moist, right? You can see the different color. Same soil and everything is where the water is at here. So right here, all of this plant is dry. This is where a lot of my roots are. So I am going to need to go ahead and water this plant. So that's why I like clear pots. You can see things like that. Foop, you all know I'm going to use it. Oops. The top. I never knew that part was even there. All right. Let's get our top. All right. Give it a little shake. Okay. And make sure you get a drain tray. Remember, guys, this fertilizer, like I make sure I wash my hands and stuff after because this stuff is fish poop. So you want to make sure you wash your hands. All right, so here we go. And again, I'm going to just make sure I go equally around the plant just to make sure all the parts that I saw was dry was good. And that's all. That's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to over water the plant because I did see where it was moist down there. So putting a whole lot of water there isn't what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to make sure enough water has passed through here. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to have this plant just sit here for another 5-10 minutes. Get everything kind of cleaned up. And then I'm just going to move them back over there. I do believe that this plant is going to bounce back and it's going to be fine. I think it's in its tough, confusing time for me because in this pot, it has a lot of roots, so we couldn't go small. But having it in a pot so large, it's a lot that it has to water. So it's just in a very tricky phase. I know that if I just water this moss pole like I'm supposed to, that will solve most of these problems. So that's something that I need to do. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get that right now. And that's where we're going to go from here. It would probably work to my benefit if I was just to make sure this pole was completely soaked. However, I just don't have the time. And I don't know where I would actually do it at where I wouldn't make a mess. Outside now, my weather is like 30-something degrees. I could do it in a tub. I didn't think about that. So maybe that's something that I can consider for next time and actually be planned to do that. For now, I know that the amount that I'm watering this moss pole with right here, it's going to give me at least 3 days. So in 3 days, I'll revisit. I don't even think that I'm going to tuck it back in its full corner because I may forget about it. So I'm probably going to put it on like a stool and just put it over there so that way I'm mindful of paying attention to it and just see if that kind of help out the chapter and get this baby growing back the way that she's supposed to. So hopefully you found this video useful. If so, give me a like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, you're growing with Sean.